And 3, 2, 1. Tetris. But yes, thank you, K9 watching Tetris, for the love and support as always of our players here in the classic Tetris scene. Tetris for Doge, going to 22,800 points. Tristop at 22,800. Very riveting gameplay to start things off, as both of them have Tetris, and now, actually, Tristop does have to burn before getting the second Tetris. We get more Tristop in the cam right there. And Tristop at 53,000 points. Doge with a couple burns there, but Tristop is okay. This is okay. Opts not to go for the spin tuck instead, or just tucking. Does it though this time, and is able to burn this down ever so slightly, and gets it cleaned up, and gets the Tetris. 110,000 points here for Tristop. 99,000 now here, and Tetris there for Doge. Doge at 123,000 points now. Doge takes the Tetris, 147,000 points now, and gets another one. 170 to Tristop's 164. Doge with a slight lead. Tetris, welcome in. It's underway for game number 1 of our last match between Tristop and Doge. Two people I really enjoy watching play this game. There's no, I think it's no secret that Tristop is one of my favorite Tetris players to watch. And he has been for quite a few years now, at least a couple years since I really started watching outside of Masters. And it's not hard to see why. I mean, just he's a very brilliant player. His stacking, you'll see, is some of the best there is in the entire world. You know, I mean, just he smiles when he plays. That means that transfers a lot. And just overall, good attitude about the game. And actually seems to kind of like the game, which is actually a lot as well. And Doge is also one of my favorite people to play. Hit some really sick clips while playing, and just fun to restream. Doge 256,000 takes the Tetris here. They go to 279,000. Tristop definitely is a player up there who can do it. It just wasn't his year, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Doge 324,000 points. Set up for the Tetris. Just needs the bar. Getting a little high, but nothing fatal yet. Beautiful L timing, and gets another L. And gets a Tetris! So Doge going up to 351,000 points now. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even in their shoes, and I felt it. And that's why, yeah. A couple of misdrops there for Tristop. A little bit, a couple drop frames there from him, but everything's okay. Still, the stream's still going. Who misses the T-spin? But Tristop, absolute pace demon right now. 424,000 through 98 lines, and as is Doge, 465 through 107 lines. I mean, this is what you expect in your Division 1. I know this is what I expect on my Division 1 matches. But you can't expect every game to be exactly this. They are human. And a Tetris to boot for Tristop. 451 through 106 lines. Doge 511 now through 116. It's still either gamer's game. other players match. It's a very closely contested game, and that's, as you know, as a Tetris fan, that's what you want. That's what you want to cheer for. It's fun to cheer for a player, but you also want to cheer for just the best Tetris you can get. Ooh, Tristop with a little bit of a double flip there potentially, and another one. That's unfortunately gonna be it. So Doge at 561. We'll get the heart, and the GG's ready from Tristop. Tristop had a ruler thing happen. That's okay. It happens, like I said. So Doge is good for game number 1. GG's. We're ready from Tristop. And they're ready from Doge. So let's count down game number 2. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I hope everyone's enjoying this though. Hopefully, you know, both of these players just make you happy, you know, make you enjoy your Saturday or Sunday morning. And just, you know, be able to showcase this state of classic Tetris, simul Tetris there. Yeah, both players stacking very well. Nothing to really scoff about through 20 lines. Tetris there for Tristop, 137,000 points now to Doge's 147,000. Doge with a slight adjustment there. Is Tetris ready once again and gets the bar for the Tetris. And there's one for Tristop. Tristop at 183,000 points now. A little bit of setup work required before Tetris ready, and gets the bar and will knock down a Tetris. Simul Tetris there though, one for Doge as well. What a nice adjustment there actually for that T, and in the long run that actually really helped Doge's stack. Doge takes the Tetris, 215,000. Both players, you know, rocking solid mid or lower 200Ks through the first 40 lines. That's very, very solid competitive pacing. Tetris there for Tristop, 277,000 points now through 52 lines. And Doge 287 through 60 and gets another Tetris here. So slightly now for Doge, but also ahead in line, so still pretty neck and neck game here. Tetris there for both players, 304,000 points through 62 lines. So actually the pace lead still is in Tristop's favor, down by 6 lines and only down by about a Tetris. Our dependency forming middle of the board there for Doge. Doge fills it in and gets the square to finish the square hole off beautifully, and just a setup for a Tetris here. Both players having the traditional right wheel Tetris, and they're gonna knock them down. 349 for Tristop through 70 lines, 362 through 76 lines for Doge. Doge takes another Tetris there. Tristop is able to get the J all the way to the left. And Tristop with some smart flat skim burns here. Opting not to go for the S-spin, gets it this time though. Does opt not to create a little bit of a depend stack. Tristop getting high though. Is able to burn this down pretty neatly and pretty quickly. Has, you know, the Tetris wall set up, just waiting for the bar now. Still not getting the bar. Tristop in a little bit of a drought here. Gets the bar for the Tetris though, and goes up to 387,000 points, but Doge was able to kind of take a pretty nice lead now. And 390 lines at 432,000 points. Doge opens up the right side, covers it again really quick with the burn there, but is able to take a couple burns and scores the Tetris. 455,000 points now for Tristop through 103 lines to Doge's 463 through 105. Tetris for Doge, 487 through 109 lines. This is going to be a very, very, very good game going into 19 play, I can just imagine. Tristop passing 500k. And takes another Tetris there. Doge passing 500k at 510 through 114 lines now. So this can be a very, very heated game going into the transition. Another Tetris there for Tristop. 546 takes the lead back as Doge did score one going to 550 or 533,000 points. Simul Tetris 592 through 127. Oh, and Tristop is set up for the Tetris here. The transition with a 600 plus K or 600,000 plus transition, 616 transition, and Doge misses the adjustment. It was transition at 603,000 points. I missed the adjustment for the tuck. So Doge will be burning a little bit in the 20 speeds. Tristop 668 in level 20. Waiting for the bar. Gets the bar for the Tetris. Tristop just waiting for the bar once again. Has to skim our line off here and there. Ooh, parity situations kind of getting a little bit uncomfortable there, and you see that with how Tristop had to handle that square, unfortunately. This will lead to Tristop having to do a little bit of burning. Nice flat burn there with that bar. Kingsman will be just absolutely chuckling away all giddily, or giddily. Without saying gettily, like the bass player from Rush. Ooh, nice burn there for Tristop, but that's going to be at 713, unfortunately. So Doge at 761 is good for game number 2, and we'll get their second heart. Tristop just scoop, smiling through it. Saying GG's ready. So let's count down game number 3 then. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Tristop would very much like to, take the next 2 and get the reverse sweep. The next 3, and then get the reverse sweep. Obviously, I'd like to get the next 2 to set up the reverse sweep. But the ball is in Doge's court right now. 100% Doge's court. A nice Tetris there, going to 145,000 points for Doge. Doge having a strong set here, taking an early lead, and, well, you know, would like just to put the nail in the coffin and say, Tristop, I'm sorry, homie, but today's not your day. I'll take the elo and take the points you're giving me. Hopefully get some money. Yeah, it's going pretty well so far, I think, with both players. Tristop had a little bit of a slow start here, but has made up for it, definitely. And Doge, 259,000 points through 54 lines. Would definitely like to keep this up. Just really cement the game. Give a little bit of a score update here. Now 248,000 points for Tristop through 62 lines, so just a little under where I think Tristop would like to be. Definitely would like to be a little bit higher in pace. Doge is 330 through 69 lines. Definitely can't complain there. You're ahead by 80k. You take these. Definitely you take these. A nice Tetris there for Doge. 444,000 points through 89 lines. Ooh, sets up well, pretty liberal vits. That way you can actually do a little bit more. Pretty nice accommodation with that setup from Doge. Doge takes the Tetris, going up the 472 through 99 lines. So over 120,000 point lead now for Doge at this moment. But, you know, by any means not the end of the world for Tristop. Tristop is a very solid post-transition player. And, well, I think it's just looking to try his best here. Gets another Tetris there, the past 400,000 points at 110 lines. Doge 523 through 110 lines, looking for a mid 600k transition. Can't quite squeeze out a 7, but, you know, 650 is on the table. Okay, a little less so now. And just like that, you know, Tristop's board is nice and clean, has a couple Tetrises left after this. 2 Tetrises before the 19 transition. Can squeeze out something pretty nice here. Well, Doge 619 now with that transition in the 19. So right now, over 130,000 point lead. Tristop just waiting out for that bar. Takes the Tetris into the transition. 505,000 playing Doge's 142 lines, 671,000 point score game. Doge takes another Tetris, 697,000 in level 20. Tristop 512 into the level 20. So a pretty solid lead here for Doge. If you're Tristop, you know, you don't want to throw in the towel, but this is starting to be a pretty large lead, and you know you're gonna have to do a lot. It's gonna take a lot out of you, so you have to mentally prep for it. Not only do you have to play efficiently, you might have to play 29 a fair bit, and Just get in the mental state for that. Tetris there for Tristop, 605,000 points. Beautiful tuck setup. 783 in level 22 for Doge. Doge, beautiful burn, and gets the bar over for the Tetris, going to 814, and another Tetris there, 843 in level 23 for Doge. Ooh, Doge's board falling apart a little bit here, though. Oh, Doge, unfortunately, I guess a little bit of a misdrop there. It's gonna have to do some more burning. I think overrolled a piece, actually. Could have set up the dirty Tetris. Doge definitely playing aggressive, just wants to send a message. And K9 watching Tetris, cheering 500 bits. Thank you so much for the support here. And Doge digs out very beautifully. 919 to Tristop's 858, so was able still to keep the lead. Tetris there, a couple more Tetrises will be the max out for Doge. Tristop getting a high. Definitely not out of it though yet, in terms of the game being over and also out of this dig. Doge with the max, 859. Oh, that bar placement though for Tristop, it's not going to be helpful, and that's going to be it for Tristop at 873. And a shocking, potentially shocking outcome. Doge with the sweep, and oh, it was so close to a 1.099999 million score. Let's give Doge that third heart there. GG's to both players. A very shocking outcome, I think, but nonetheless, GG's. Doge for the win.